Okay, hi guys, it's Bruce again from Jennercustomtoys on eBay. Today is Tuesday. It's 12:30, about lunchtime. Should have eaten. Today I want to talk to you. It's not really a restoration video per se. It's an overview of my restoration because I got this the other day, and it's an R2-D2 radio controlled from 1978, and it's this guy right here. You'll see in a minute. I'm going to blow it up on the corner. But I got this a couple days ago, and it was my understanding it was going to be broken. Anyway, when I bought it, I paid it was under $10, and it was sold as parts. So I didn't have very high hopes for it. So I started messing with it last night, and let me shrink down here so I can describe it better to you. Hopefully I don't screw this up. I need to have a better way to do this. All right, there, I'm small again. Anyway, like I said, 1978 radio controlled R2-D2. When I got him, he was a little bit yellow. I mean, that's the first thing I did was clean it. I had no idea what was going to be inside this. I've never done one of these before. I've been restoring Kenner toys for years, and I've never had one of these for my own collection. So I got this for my own collection. Whether it was going to work or not, I was going to use it as a display item. So the first thing I did was I got on YouTube and tried to see if anybody else had tried to restore it. And I found two guys that they took theirs apart and on camera where you could watch it. And I'm not going to do that in this video because you can always just go see them. The one guy did one video of how to get in there and fix it, and one video, very good video. The other guy did like 7 parts. It took him forever. I'm not going to bother tagging him because you can find out on YouTube and see how to actually tear it apart. But okay, long story short, once I got it torn apart, there's a lot of wires and gears in there. There's actually 3 motors in the unit. There's one here, and there's one underneath the dome to make the dome spin, because it's supposed to spin and go back and forth. Those motors, if you've ever torn a Kenner toy apart, the one in the head is just like the one that's in an X-Wing, a TIE Fighter, Millennium Falcon, same as that. All you really have to do is get in there, put a little drop of oil on there, some kind of lube. You can use WD-40. I used sewing machine oil this time. I go back and forth depending on what I have laying around. And I got that done. Put the batteries in. It takes 2 C's and a 9 volt, so it's a power hog. The batteries go in back here, as you can see. That panel comes off. There's where the batteries go. If you want to take it apart, you got to take the batteries out, and there's a screw there. You can take that screw out, and there's also a sticker which I have removed from the bottom. It says electronic toy do not drop. I took some lighter fluid and took that sticker off so I can put it back on when I'm done, because I'm not quite done yet. And then the front, after you take that screw out, this piece pops right out, and you can get into, that's how you get in to see the motor of the dome. And you can also remove the dome. There's a screw right here, Phillips head, pop that out, dome lifts right up. No problem. Now I was worried there's going to be a mess and pieces falling everywhere. It really wasn't that bad. So that's that part. This part, the legs, trying to find a pointer. There's a screw here, which I've already taken out, and then if you flip the unit over, there's a screw here. Those two hold the legs together. That's what I want to show you right now. I followed the guy's video on how to tear it apart to do. You see, this just pops right off. Yeah, this just pops right off. And so up to this point, I was following the guy's video, and I put some drops of oil on my motors and everything like that. Now, in the first guy's video, when he turned his unit on, the head started spinning around, making all kind of noise for about 10 seconds. So I thought that they were supposed to do that. It's not. Before I go any further, I want to show you the noise it's supposed to make. When you turn this on, it's going to just do a little blip. That's when you know it's ready to go. Here's the noise. Oh, the on-off switch is right here in the back. It's on off right now. Turn it on. I don't know if you heard that or not. Do it again. See, just a little blip. Now this baby's ready to go. So, hours and hours. Couldn't get it to work. I have the remote. I know there's no antenna, but the guy in the video, his antenna, he didn't have one either. He just put it close to it, pushed the button, and it worked. This one just wasn't working. I'm new 9 volt battery in there. I'm pushing it. Nothing. It wouldn't light up. It did light the front. The front bulb did blip whenever it made that noise. Wouldn't work. So I ended up having to tear this apart. This is the remote, and unfortunately I destroyed the sticker when I did it. There's 4 screws here on the bottom. Just pop those out. Opens like this. You can see the electronics and everything. What it was the remote the whole time. I have already closed this, so I'm just going to have to describe it to you. Right here is the antenna, and underneath this cover right here is where it's connected to the motherboard or circuit board. It was corroded and actually had broken. So I soldered that back together. It was an obvious break. You could see it. It wasn't hard to solder. Soldered it back together, put it back together. Lo and behold, started working. Like I said, I have to be close because I don't have the antenna part in here. I could probably get a little piece of metal or something and stick in there and it'll work. But now here's the next part I wanted to get to. You can see it's going in a circle. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be going straight, backwards, forwards, wherever the head's pointing. So I'm like, well, what caused that? Let's see, now it's acting up. It thinks it's funny. That's all because of my antenna, I know that, but there it is, he's back where he belongs. But anyway, he's going in circles because this side is not turning. Now, these gears, there's nothing wrong with these gears. I could turn them with my fingers. What happened was, this little gear right here, I hope it's showing up, little teeny tiny gear on top here, actually split on the post of the motor, because this is the post of the motor going into the unit. That actually split. So when the motor's turning, which it is, it's only spinning around inside that gear. And since it's split, the teeth aren't lining up. So what I have done, and I don't have it yet, I ordered another one of these broken on eBay for like $5. And when it gets here, I'm going to pirate out that gear and put it in there. This has a total of 3 of those gears. Now 2 of these were good. This one is the one that split and needs replaced. I also noticed I have drones. I play with drones. A big surprise, right? Nerd guy plays with drones. Has the same little things in the little motors that they have to turn the propellers. So I almost cannibalized a broken one to do that, but I decided to go ahead and get the other R2-D2 so I could snag out that gear. So when that gear comes, this is going to run really nice. Which goes back, then I'm putting it back together like this. You have to be careful, there's tabs here. This is going to be a nice addition whenever it finally does work next week sometime. Maybe I can find a better sticker for this because that bugs me. I ruined it. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But anyway, I wanted to point that out. Don't be afraid of the electronics in there. The electronics were fine. The biggest mistake I made was when I watched the tutorial video how the guy tore it apart and put it back together. When he turned it on, the dome spun around for about 10 seconds and he made all kind of noise. That's what I was waiting for, remote or not. And since I didn't get that, I spent hours trying to figure this out, cleaning it with a soft bristle paintbrush, getting all the dust out of there, wiping out everything I could, spinning those little motors with my fingers. I wasted all that time because it was actually making the blip when I put the batteries in. So if it's making that blip, it's going to work for you. You just might have to fiddle with it with the motors and check your remote. You know, if it's not doing anything, if it's blipping and your remote's not making it do anything, because even if those motors are bound up, you'll still hear the whistle and the noises. So I just want to let you know that in case anybody else gets one, and that's something they didn't mention in their videos. Help you guys out a little bit. Like I said, I like restoring these. Everything in my collection has been restored by me. All my ships and stuff, that is. I've got almost every Kenner ship made. I need the remote control the radio controlled sand crawler. That's the one thing I'm missing. I don't have yet, and I think I need a better Imperial shuttle too. But I get them and I fix them up because that's the memories I hold with these things. You know, when you're a little kid and you have your childhood toys, like an X-Wing you had since you were 10, you have those memories of running through the yard and playing with them. When I get a new toy that I've never had, I don't have those memories. So what I like to do is clean it, tear it apart, develop memories like that. I guess it's how an adult collector develops memories. I'm not one just to put something on a shelf or get it out of the box, open it, oh nice, put it on a shelf and leave it there for 5 years. I like to work on my stuff. I like to clean my stuff. And that's how I develop my memories with the toys that I buy now here at 52 years old. So anyway, I just want to make this a quick video, point that out if anybody's interested. I hope it helps y'all. You can check me out on eBay at Jennercustomtoys to see some of the custom things I make. Just find me on Facebook. I have a couple groups on Facebook. You can find me through that. And all right, well, hey, I hope to see you next time. Like I said, I didn't want to make this a long video, and I wasn't going to sit here and tear it all apart for you. Plus, honestly, I didn't think I was going to get it to work. So I was pleasantly surprised whenever I did. I might do a follow-up video whenever I actually get the gear in. I just ordered it today, so I can't finish this today, which that bugs my OCD, but what are you going to do? All right, guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.